Sad day. Robert Redford has passed away. When these icons leave the earthly plane, it affects us. Who didn't love Robert Redford? We're going to do it a little different. I'm going to take a little longer on Mr. Redford. We're going to look at him as a very young man and then as a very older gentleman. He died at 89. So let's talk about him as a young man. A classic king face. When I lectured early on about face shapes, Redford was my king face. That strong jaw. King faces, we like to look at them. We find them very attractive. They're very believable. They're natural leaders. And then we like to look at his right and left eye. His right eye is what he shows to the world. It's a public persona. It's his mother's influence. The left eye is his truer inner private self. When we look at the old version of him, very fascinating what's going to happen. So again, taking a little longer here. His right eye, very focused, very intense. His left eye, he's laser focused. And at this point in his life, he probably was laser focused on his career. And then as we look at the features, his eyebrows, very low set, which tells us he's very willing to help others. They're a little bit unequal height, so chances are he had a little bit of a tempestuous relationship with a parent or a step parent. A little moody, a little oversensitive. Hairline is very wide, so he likes to work alone, likes making up his own mind. Probably was a tad rebellious as a teenager, but this is a hairline that they rebel against conformity. Status quo, again, is not something Robert Redford was ever interested in. Eyes are very wide set, so he's a big picture person. He sees the world a little differently than someone with these very narrow eyes, that hyper-focused accountant kind of energy. This is what made him such a great director. His cheeks are rounded, which indicates he's very sensitive, very loving, cheeks are about confidence, so very confident young man. And then his cheekbones are very high. Anything high in the face, just think high standards. This is a man who had incredibly high standards. And we know that to be the case because the tip of his nose has got this roundness to the tip of his nose. This is known as a gourmand nose. He's a quality over quantity individual. He will like the finer things in life. He will achieve finer things in life simply because king faces achieve. They conquer, and not in a negative way. It's just they have an ability to just move the needle in the direction they want it to go. Lips, very straight line between his lips. This is a sign he's very much a straight talker. If there's a wavy line between your lips, these people don't tell the truth. He's got very straight lines. And then there's the jaw. Excessively strong. Jaws about being determined and rooted in his belief system. So now we're going to switch over to Robert Redford, the older. We're asked over and over and over again, can you read my face? The answer is yes. Matter of fact, I'd love to read your face. All you got to do is go to WTFWhyTheFace.com. Now, there's several options there. It's not a costly thing to do. First option is I can simply give you a written report. It'll be 7 to 8 pages long. I will read your face. I will go over psychological aspects, traits that are positive, traits that are negative, also some health issues. That is one fee. The second option is you'll also get a 7 to 8 page written report. Plus, I will physically call you. Questions will come up. I usually spend 30 to 60 minutes on the phone with you. Obviously, it's a little higher price because it's going to be more time involved. But a lot of questions will come up and you'll say, okay, I got that, but what does that really mean? And I can kind of explain a little more in depth. The third option is, again, 7 to 8 pages. I'll call you. But we can also discuss some options. If there's some things that you're concerned with, we can kind of point you in a direction. I can't physically treat you, but I can certainly make some suggestions when you talk to your own doctor. Pay attention to this or whatever it might be. So if you're interested, please upload your faces and we will be happy to read them for you. Would love to do it.